Hello again. Welcome back to Nationwide Arena. Tom Reed with our columnist Todd Jones. We've just witnessed a 5-2 Blue Jackets win over the Toronto Maple Leafs, and arguably what was their maybe best performance since the 16-game win streak ended. Contributions from all four lines. Jonas Korpisalo wins the Battle of the Backups over Curtis McElhinney. Todd, just your initial thoughts after this game.
Well, the cannon went off, and went off several times, and they kind of had a feel like they played more like they did earlier in the year. And it seemed, like you mentioned earlier, that they showed progress in the last couple games despite not getting all the results. And I think tonight they played in longer stretches more like we had seen them play in the first 3 months.
It was a game here that kind of had the feel of the first 3 months. A dominating home performance, except for kind of a nervy 7 or 8 minutes to start this third period. A great start by the team. We saw that so many times earlier in the season, and just really balanced scoring. Again, we mentioned all four lines scored. This was the first time since January 31st in that wild 6-4 game where Korpisalo was also involved that they've scored more than 3 goals. They've lately been having trouble, and the power play even scored tonight. So
yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good effort. You caught up, and this is going to be in your front row column. I hope people read it. It's excellent every day. You caught up with Curtis McElhinney, which was really one of the big stories coming into this game. Everyone remembers the team put him on waivers around January 9th, and here he comes back and plays his old team. What do you have to say?
Well, he had a lot to say, and he was great. Curtis is a really nice gentleman, and his wife and his children were here. They still live in German Village, even though he's up in Toronto. So that's kind of the life of a pro athlete when you change teams in mid-season. But anyway, he was just disappointed he lost the game. As the backup goaltender playing in the second night of a back-to-back, your job is to win the game, and he didn't do that. And he didn't have any extra motivation, no bad feelings. He still stays in touch with some of the teammates, especially Bobrovsky. And he was just disappointed. He didn't think he played well enough. He wasn't strong enough in the crease, especially in the first couple goals. So, but I think it was good for his wife. Said it was good for them to see friends and people at the arena. Right.
John Tortorella praised him before the game, and then kind of jokingly said, "I hope he gets shelled tonight." He was kind of on that way for a while. Ended up giving 4 goals in the first 30-40 minutes of the game. Again, one of the other storylines coming in here. Scott Hartnell misses the game with a lower body injury. We don't think he's going to be out very long. Oliver Borgstrand gets another chance and comes through with a big goal to make it 3-0 early in the second period.
And he's got some skill that jumps out at you, right? I mean, he's not a big guy. He weighs about, what, 180 maybe? Maybe $180. But he's got some skill, and Tortorella likes that, obviously. And I think if he can play a little more of a sound game and play as aggressive as he did tonight, he adds something to the lineup and something that they've needed. So I think, with him and Korpisalo playing well, a couple of the young guys made a little bit of a difference tonight.
Yeah, a really quality finish on the goal. It was a great play by Todd to strip the puck from one of the Maple Leafs. Wenberg gets the puck in, and Bjorkstrand has it in from the blue line, and really a composed finish. And it was interesting after the game, John Tortorella was asked about what Hartnell's situation is. He said Hartnell's day-to-day. They expect to get him back sooner rather than later, but also said that doesn't necessarily mean right now Bjorkstrand's going to go down immediately. So it'll be interesting to see here in the next couple days if Bjorkstrand ends up staying up, and if he does, if he takes somebody else's spot in the lineup.
Especially with the trade deadline coming, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Jackets aren't in a position where they have to make a move, but they might. I mean, they're kind of in a much better spot than they have been in recent years, where they might have some cards to play.
Interesting night for Korpisalo, who's by the way improved to 4-1, but he's had some wild games. So the Ranger game, the Ottawa game, where it was 7-6. He's like a goalie from the 1980s in the NHL, where you're just trying to make the next save to win. I thought he was very good early in the game, and was good early in the third period, where there was a little scrambly play there for a few minutes. I thought, really importantly, the trade deadline, as you just mentioned a minute ago, it's coming up March 1st. This is a good performance for him to kind of maybe say to management, look, I can get us a few more starts down the stretch and we're going to be okay. I think that this was important for him tonight.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they've been splitting. Him and Forsberg been going back and forth up 71. And they had to just get a place up in Marion and split the difference. But he's played well. And I think there's something to him that Tortorella likes. He has some kind of unflappability to him. he doesn't seem to get upset. You know, and
he has a good mental makeup for this.
He's very athletic, and he might not be as technical as Forsberg.
Yeah.
But I think there's something about him. I caught wind of that towards the end of last year when Tortorella spoke highly of him. So yeah, right before the trade deadline, a big performance by him.
Because this is a game that could, for some guys, kind of, shake them up a little bit. Oh my God, I'm going against the guy that basically they got rid of to give us young guys a chance. It didn't seem to bother him at all. Now, the Pittsburgh Penguins come in. Sidney Crosby, boy, if he doesn't get a point tomorrow night, he could be coming in here looking for 1,000.
Right.
He doesn't get a point tomorrow night. That's always a great game. Again, Blue Jackets starting to get their game back a little bit. We'll see. It's still a small sample size, but an impressive performance too, and a 5-2 win. We'll see you back here on Friday night, and I think our old friend Aaron Portzline may come back.
Yeah, I think Porty's coming back.
The Mexican holiday maker is back from Cancun, and that's the next time we'll see you on Friday.
Take care.